So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. And once again, they go with Sproles. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Now let's go! 3-19!
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch left. Start right there. Let's go! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Wentz now on 1st down. And complete to Zach Ertz. They'll get 19 yards there. And the Eagles are going to have a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Time right. 4 down. I got it up, Billy. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it with Sproles. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I believe I understand where the offense was going there. They just hit a big pass play, thought they could fool him with a run, but maybe they overthought it a little bit. Just hit a nice pass, come back with another one, keep the momentum going.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw here. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. McDonald, the man in motion. Play clock winding down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Stays on his feet. He leaps over him. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. To throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And here's the headshots for the offense, and Carlos Hyde, a talented back.
Has taken over as the lead runner. A terrific talent. Can batter you inside, but has more speed than what you expect to take it the distance.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, You light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
4 down, check, 4 down. Here we go, flex round. Check 99.
Time running out here on the play clock. First down, a run with Hyde. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Fletcher Cox is a first-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
Second down following the run.
14. Single, slot. Here we go. Grand 38.
They'll set up a throw. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
Here we go. Grand 38.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but...
Totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll begin the drive with Sproles. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a...
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come up in an offset eye. Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And he's out of bounds, able to get it up right near the 25 to the 24.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line. showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
No. Check, Patriot.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
Second down now after the incompletion.
They're running it.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Here we go. 53.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. For the 49ers, their starters defensively, and I got to look at DeForest Buckner.
Love him. Tall, angular. What you worry about with guys like that is can they bend and play with leverage? And DeForest Buckner absolutely can. Did everything that was asked of him at Oregon. He's going to have a big-time career with the 49ers.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go.
Wentz to throw again. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
DeForest Buckner is a really tall defensive end / defensive tackle. How about that move right there to get upfield and make the play in the offensive backfield? Excellent leverage.
You're right. Tall, big, 6'7", nearly 300 pounds. Here's Sproles. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Now Wentz. Ertz over the middle. Give him 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Now blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 3-0 is our score, and we're back to Philadelphia after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now Wentz on third down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So on fourth down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They start the drive with Hyde. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one complete left side to Green Beckham. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Let's go! Green 38!
They'll look to throw. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 2nd down.
And they're pushed back after the penalty. Still 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The lone man in the backfield. They'll drop to throw. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now back to throw. This is caught by Green Beckham. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough third down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. The play clock's running down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now it's Sproles. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be first down, Eagles.
And sometimes when you're watching a game, you can actually see drills in effect during a ball game. And what I saw there is what running backs call the gauntlet drill. They have to go through a series of defenders who are going to hit them, poke at the football, make them bounce, spin, dig for extra yardage, the whole deal. And we saw it there. His running backs coach has got to be awfully proud of that run.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for.
Hang on now. Watch it now, Barney.
Wentz now on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll try and run it now with Sproles. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading field goals here in the opening half. No breakthrough yet on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
And really, I like what I've seen from both of these defenses thus far. Both have been a little more aggressive than I expected, and I think that's reflected in what we see on the scoreboard, which is no touchdowns to this point.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple of extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Let's go. What?
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run.
Tight end right. Everyone's got 4. 4 down. Come on, let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Watch tight end. 4 down. Check. Come on, let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike,
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Go use you. Come to me, it's me.
And the wideout in motion.
Go get him.
They run it again with Hyde. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
4 down.
They come up in an offset eye. Hyde. And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
After review of the play, the rule on the field is reversed.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw here. And this one's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
The lone man in the backfield. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it.
I'm coming after you, 25. Here we go. I'm coming after you, 25.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Sproles. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more.
Check right. Here we go now. 3-19.
On second down, here's Wentz. A dump off to Smallwood. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Philadelphia after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go now. 3-19. Mike, 53.
Now Wentz on third down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on first is Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Green 39. Green 39.
Again, it's Wentz. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Yeah, I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Let's go! 3-19!
On first down, Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Wins to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is complete to Hawkins. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Tight end right. Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Eagles have an edge in time of possession right now. The 49ers, though, are still right in this game and will certainly be looking for a way to pull this one out in the second half. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Third down at the 19. Wentz is on target here. He ends up picking up 24 yards and heads out of bounds. A fumble later on the drive would lead to a turnover.
Okay, Larry, thank you. No touchdowns in our first half. What will we see in half number 2? Time to find out. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
While that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
Again, it's Hyde. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And taken right at the 35. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Eagles take possession. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed. Yeah, you're right. The sink just wasn't there.
Wentz will try again on second down. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Third down, it's Wendell Smallwood. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. Carlos Hyde, see you later. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big run there by Hyde. 49 yards. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. They run again with Hyde on first. And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end of the half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, Stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
3 yards remaining here on second down. On second down, here's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
So the offense has it first and 10.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Ertz has it left side. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that leads to a Philadelphia first.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Another pistol look here. First down, a run with Smallwood. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Wentz to throw on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it. Do all those things, but once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Over the middle, it's Holmes. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see like that, where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go now. Mike, 53.
Again, it's Wentz. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point.
Here we go now.
Wentz going to look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now Carlos Hyde gears up to take the field again. So at the start of this game, it looked like the defense was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers, that's kind of flipped.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And his offensive line has really started to play well. And the best offensive line coaches I've ever talked to, when they have great runners, you know what they tell their guys? Relax. You don't have to be perfect. Get as many guys as you can. But if you leave one free, the great runner will either make him miss or go through him. So don't worry about that. You don't have to be so precise. Just go ahead, block some people, try and create some room, and allow him to go to work.
Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be a San Francisco first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
4 down. Check. Come on, let's go.
Handoff comes to Hyde, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Hey. 4 down.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll set up to throw. Backing up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Connor Barwin. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of them.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at about the 28. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
4 down. Check. Here we go now. No. Check.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Hey, got three down.
Third down, it's Wendell Smallwood. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now working their way back onto the field, the Eagles defense. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again.
Let's go.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. They'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. Andre Hawkins, the intended receiver. And fourth down coming up.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their third straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. And after that rough game last week, you see the improvement here in this one, no doubt. I thought they might defensively take the blueprint and try to hold him down, but whatever they've tried to do, it hasn't worked as well.
And I think the reason it hasn't worked as well is that they found the gaps between coverage. And what I mean by that is ordinarily, with a player of this caliber and stature, try to make sure you're on him right off the line of scrimmage. Bump him, get him off his route. What he's doing, though, is getting off the line of scrimmage, and before the second guy can get involved in the play, the ball's being delivered. That allows him to get upfield and make even bigger plays.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. On second down, Smallwood. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Andre Holmes, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This one fielded at the 5. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They're the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the...
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Colby Listenby, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Let's go.
Wentz to throw on second down. A dump off to Smallwood. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. A run with Smallwood. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Andre Holmes, His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Marshall now, the return. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would...
And look out. I think he's going to go. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Keith Marshall, 95 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So they're going to go for 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Everyone's got 4 down. Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A chance for us to look now at this 49ers defense. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
Here we go.
They start the drive with Smallwood. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Wentz now to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Holding offense.
Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy. Last time, they can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 10 yards still left on second down.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Back to throw again. And McDonald here over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Holding offense.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And taken right on the 30. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
2nd down following the incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position, and sometimes... If you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away, and that's exactly what happened there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Colby Listenby, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er defense now heading back out there. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Here's the option going right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. On 3rd and short, Smallwood. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's the option going right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments in this one. Wentz now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. And off comes to Smallwood. And the stop here will come at... And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Wentz to throw. Surveying the field. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Smallwood. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So this will be the 9th play on this drive.
4 down, 4 down. No, check, Patriots!
Again, it's Smallwood. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Brandon Fields now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Remember how much we enjoyed watching him last week?
It's the same thing this week. Look at those numbers.
I'd hate to be a defender right now because no matter what they're throwing at him in terms of coverages, he's finding ways to defeat it. And even when he's covered, he's not covered. Hey, what is he doing? What's that term they use? He's uncovering and making big catches. Really fun to watch.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pickup there at 20 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A gain of 35 that time. And that leads to a San Francisco first down. And quite the turnaround here. These numbers tell the story game to game. And what did he tell us before the game?
Well, he told us that he was going to be on point today. That last week was gone, wasn't too worried about it. I was also judging his demeanor a little bit, too. It's one thing to say it, but he certainly looked like he was locked in and ready to go for this one. What'd you think?
Absolutely. Had a face of stone. He said he was going to be ready, and that has proved to be the case. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Try to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Eagles, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.